I don't know about you guys, but re-upping for me has become boring. I'm not excited to do it. It's a chore now. Every time I have to do it, I'm like, oh, I'm out of flour. I gotta go get more. And it sucks. This is such a first world problem to have. Who cares? I care, bro. It is boring for me because I no longer have access to deli style legal shops. We'll use the term. Bro, they get me for the words I say. I gotta use code words. This is something I was talking about the other day on my Twitch stream. You should come check out my Twitch. YouTube doesn't pay me, but Twitch is super dope. It's free, and I go live every night, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you there. But when I lived in Colorado, most of the shops that I went to served you deli style, meaning that you got to see what you were getting, right? They're slicing your ham right in front of you. It's not pre-packaged, oh, this has been sitting in the back for weeks or whatever. They're slicing it there for you. They're scooping your flour for you. A lot of the places, the concentrates were pre-packaged. I don't know if I would like deli style, like, let me just give you a dollop of this rosin right here. But what I used to have access to is deli style, and now everything for me is so boring. It's pre-packaged. Everything is in individual little eighths or quarters, or who cares? Some of these places got half grams of concentrates. I can't see most of the stuff that I buy before I buy it. I can't smell most of the stuff before I get it. I just have to hear the name and hear you tell me some numbers. Oh, it's called blueberry blah blah blah, and it's 22%. Like, the least interesting stuff, the name and the numbers, I don't care about that stuff. What's it look like? What's it smell like? I can't see it or smell it before I buy it. This is such a first world problem, but like, every time I go into the shop, they're like, ooh, we got something new. Doesn't hit. I don't care, because why? I can't see it. I can't smell it. And there's a chance it could just be worse than everything else I've got before. Because you know what? After I bought that, I got to see and smell it. But you're taking that risk. You're taking that gamble. I got to say, here's my money. Now, let's hope this is good. There is an exception. A lot of these concentrates, I can see through the bottom. But not all the time. Not always. Not every shop is doing it. But getting everything prepackaged, it's so boring. It's not... It's such a weird thing to complain about, but re-upping for me is not fun. I don't get excited about it. It just seems like I'm going to pick up a prescription, which sucks. Like, I used to feel like I was going into the shop. Ooh, let me just go smell a few jars, see what's new in there. Let me see everything you got. And now it's definitely a difference in markets, but some people, they still have access, or their state does deli style. Maybe not every shop in your state is serving it up like this, but bro, that's what I want. That's the future that I need. I want it to be like the produce section at the grocery store, where everything's out. I could see it, smell it, handle it. Let me just scoop an ounce of my own. maybe not like that. I want stuff sealed in jars or whatever. But something about seeing the flour, smelling the flour before you actually get it it's so nice. One of the main reasons is because we're in a batch-based society, right? It's a different batch. You know, every time you go to get flour or whatever, even if you're buying the same name every time, doesn't mean you're getting the same quality, or it's not from the same batch. I can remember the first time I was burned by this. I used to always go to one shop in Colorado to get their sour tsunami, because it was just so delicious. It was like a 2-to-1 or something like that. It wasn't like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever, but oh my God, it was so delicious. And one day I got it, and it wasn't delicious. It was kind of gross. And I remember I called the place. I was like, hey, yo, I got some of that sour sue, and it sucks today. Anything you can do? And they were like, oh, no, nobody else has complained about it, so we're gonna just make your complaint invalid. If you're the first person that complains about something, you're lying. In most cases, they're gonna assume you're lying. But every time after that, when I went to go pick up the sour sue, I would look at it and smell it. The one time where it was bad, it didn't look as good. It didn't smell as good. But I had just been getting it by the name, and I hadn't really been checking, especially for concentrate. I checked more for flour, but one time I got the burn so bad, I bought, like, I don't know, several grams of the sour sue, and I was like, I have the opportunity to check it before I get it, and I didn't. So this was in Colorado. Every time after that, I checked everything that I got, but a few times I had been burned by my own impatience of trying to just get in and out. But I don't know. Shopping for me nowadays is so boring. I either walk in and say, just get me, a little bit of this and that, or I place an order online and then I just go in and pick it up. You can't see anything, can't smell anything. We don't even have cool packaging in Florida. I don't know. This is a super dumb rant, but brother, I got first world problems and my YouTube audience needs to hear it. Either way, come get lit with me on my Twitch stream.